Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Global Cap FX. I wanted to jump on here and make a quick video because I have been doing some thinking. I've been doing this for about 3 to 4 years now with forex trading, and ultimately, when it comes down to it, one of my primary goals, is to have financial freedom to where I'm making a full time income doing this part time. And one thing that I learned, my wife and I were actually both entrepreneurs, and we're always looking for different ways to, get over the hump, get around the curve, get ahead of the curve, and continue to excel in what we're doing. And one of the things that came to mind when it came to business is looking for investors or looking for extra capital is ultimately what I'm getting at. And what we learned is that it's a lot harder for a company to get or have $100,000. Let me back up. It's a lot harder for somebody to have $1,000 in capital and then try to flip it into 100 grand. It's a lot harder to do that. But when you have a lot more capital to begin with, so let's say you have 100 grand to start and you want to flip that, fivefold. So you want to get to 50 grand, or tenfold, you get it to 100 grand. It's a lot easier to get there when you have a larger amount of capital to begin with, because when it's all said and done, it's not about the dollar amount that you have at the beginning, it's the percentage of growth that you can acquire using that capital that you started with. So what I mean by that is, if you have $1,000 and you increase it by 10%, that's only $100. But if you have 100 grand and you want to flip it to a million, and you increase it by 10% increments, that's 10 grand at a time. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier for you to get to a larger scale of money if you start off with a larger amount. So like I said, I'm not a full time trader yet, and one of my visions when it came down to being a full time trader is that I wanted to do it on my own. I wanted to use my own money. I wanted to use my own strategies. Uh, I wanted to be able to say I did it on my own. But when it comes down to it, guys, like nobody really does it on their own. Everybody has a mentor, whether it's in person or virtual. Maybe you're watching somebody on YouTube like me. By the way, if you're watching this right now, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And then, yeah, man, like nobody gets to where they want to go on their own. They always have someone that they're learning from that came before them. So what I'm learning is that there are companies out there that will allow you to use their capital if you prove yourself worthy. So what I'm going to show you here really quick is that I'm going to be taking part in this challenge. I think I'm going to be starting next week, and it's called the FTMO challenge. You've probably heard about it before, but one cool thing that this could do is that it allows you to start with a free trial. So not only can you test to see if you can meet their requirements in order to trade their capital, but they'll also give you their full back office so that you can fully monitor what's going on as you're trading. So as you're trading, they let you know what requirements you need to pass and what you need to avoid doing. So you need to do a minimum of 5 trading days. Maximum daily loss is $2,500. So as you can see on my trial, I'm going to be trading a demo account of 50 grand. The max daily loss is 2,500. Max loss total throughout the whole challenge is 5 grand. Now what I'm going to be doing is trading 1% at a time, so it'll take me a lot to actually get to any of these points. So I'm going to be using proper risk management. And then your profit target is $2,500. That's how much you have to increase it in order for this to turn to pass. And then minimum trading days of 5. On your 5th day of making a trade, this will turn to pass. So if all these things turn green, then the FTMO company will allow you to trade the same amount of capital that you demoed with. So in my case, I'd be using $50,000 of real capital, and then anything that I make in profit, I would be getting 70% return on that. And going back to what I was talking to you about, having a larger amount of capital to begin with in order to get to that next big level, with the FTMO challenge, it'll allow me the opportunity to, leverage my knowledge of what I've learned over the last, 4 years, and utilize somebody else's capital in order to get a larger lump sum, in increments as I start making profits for their company at 70% a clip. So if I do 100 grand, 100 grand of their money, and I make them 10 grand in a month, that's 7 grand just in 1 month. So what I'll be doing is that I'll be leaving periodical videos, probably a lot shorter than this, to give you guys an update on how I've been doing on this. But I just wanted to let you know what I've been up to, where my goals are at, and where I see this going for me and my family. So, if you ever thought about trading, trading is definitely like a skill. Back in the day, still do, but people plumb, people are electricians, people are mechanics. Those are trades. Those are skills that nobody can take away from you. People say that the system, the government, and all that stuff is out to make them fail. But if you learn how to work the system, you can really get ahead and be successful at whatever you want. So trading is another trade, no pun intended, that nobody can take away from you. Like once you have that knowledge, you can literally utilize that going forward. So I'll keep you guys posted. Let you know how the rest of this goes, and I'll see you on the next one.